So last time we talked about the 1.5-hour pilot of A Haunting, and today we begin the show's first official season. Now unfortunately the episode was incredibly boring, but hey, we can all suffer together. Now without further ado, let's jump into this hot friggin' mess. We begin again in the great state of Connecticut. There seems to be a running theme here in the little town of Seymour. Trust me, this is gonna be a real little shop of horrors. Anyway, here's our family. Sean, who's an AC and heating repairman. Bonnie, a registered nurse. Their 2 teenage daughters, nameless older daughter and Jennifer, I'm not joking, they never say the oldest one's name, and their son Jeremy. They're looking for a new house and happen to find a really nice one for dirt cheap. Of course, as we so thoroughly learned on our short journey thus far, if it seems too good to be true, there's probably a portal to hell in there waiting to eat your soul.
The real estate agent, Linda DeFord, opens the door.
Cut to a wide shot of the foyer from the stairs, showing an incredibly white property. Nameless older daughter, however, isn't too sure on the house, as something feels off. Excuse me, you wouldn't happen to have received some letters from Hogwarts about a boy who lived, would you? So the family moves in, with all the kids getting their own rooms.
And I wanted to kind of be isolated by myself.
Okay, this is an unrelated tangent, but seriously, young writers, don't say things like isolated by myself, stood to my feet, or anything like that. It's redundant and inefficient. If you do this, I will find you. Anyways, things get spoopy when... Oh my god, first the mysterious cupboard and now the mysterious parcel tongue whispers. It's the house of the Harry Potter ghosts. Or quite possibly their acting careers. I don't know. I don't keep up to date with them. I mean, at least we know Emma Watson is doing good with that auto-tune.
The same old bread and roast yourself.
Soon Jennifer begins to experience similar occurrences.
It's almost like somebody's watching your every move.
And not like the NSA. You learn to get used to them. Hi, Gary! My friends and I named our NSA agent Gary. And then... Oh, sweet Lord Jesus, kid, you are one creepy son of a bitch! Of course, Jennifer then hears some growling and then...
I'm feeling a fist come through my mattress.
Consent, Ghost. Consent. Eventually, Jennifer decides to talk to her mom about all this and... Remind me never to buy a house with any kind of creepy hedge maze. Ever. Finally, the family talks about their shared experiences, and apparently everyone has been noticing some weird shit. Actually, pretty early on. We're only at the 12-minute mark, and we're already acknowledging the haunting. That's kind of a breath of fresh air for this show. Because usually it takes getting halfway through an episode for that to happen, so... good on the family for not being total idiots, I guess. So Bonnie contacts Ed and Lorraine Warren, yes, those two from last time.
I was definitely very skeptical about the Ghostbusters coming to the house, and...
Hey, don't knock the Ghostbusters.
Who you gonna call?
Damn right. But Lorraine feels a heavy malevolence hanging over the home, especially in Jennifer's room. And even if the family left, this entity could easily follow them.
Is our new house our new hell?
Nice working in the title there. Bonnie's mother visits for Thanksgiving, Turkey and Lies Day for you non-American folk. But after just one night... Well, that was rude. So Grandma nopes the fuck out, and who can blame her? The Warrens, along with some researchers and a medium named Lee, arrive at the house. And once they're caught up on all the events, we discover not only is this entity in the house not nice, but it's also...
This is a demon, and it's a high-level demon.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks.
And right then, Leach handles the entity, writing out names and a date before attacking Ed.
Shut up and leave me alone!
I'm not the only one who feels Ed is done with all this shit, right? But as it turns out, the spirits Grandma saw were human souls trapped in the house by the demon. Bonnie and Jennifer head to... the library! For clues, and we learn that the names Lee wrote down were in fact real people somehow related to the house from the 1800s. Things start to cool off after a blessing on the house, but Bonnie starts to get strange impulses to draw that she can't explain, and eventually draws... the symbol of the Illuminati? Well, alrighty then. Grandma returns for Christmas, but immediately has to be hospitalized due to a sudden and intense fever. Apparently Grandma can't catch a fucking break. She tries to say her prayers, only to wind up reciting them backwards. Meanwhile, nameless older daughter nearly dies in a car crash, but luckily survives with just a few scratches. To end this once and for all, we get a priest to do an exorcism, using Lee as a vessel to exorcise the demon. At long last, the house is exorcised and free of the malevolence. Of course, things never end well, because just a few years later, across the road, they find, you guessed it, a Native American burial ground. I mean, the entire United States is one big Native American burial ground, but hey, that's a discussion for another time. The family experiences some small haunting phenomena, but nothing compared to what they'd survived before. So all in all, a decent first episode. Kinda boring, quite honestly. Not much really happens here, but then again, it's allegedly a true story, so work with what you got. For what it is, it works, but let's hope that I'm actually able to fucking sleep tonight after this. I'm the Unicorn of War, and this has been a shit show.